Yeah, so like, what's the real story? What actually happened at the house?
So the parents purchased it, and the owners who were leaving basically said, for the safety of your family, don't turn off the lights at night because there's something here that is just not nice. So they said, okay, that's kind of weird, whatever. And they noticed small little
Who the
things.
fuck would say that?
Well, if you don't believe, right?
Yeah, if you don't believe, it's like, oh, whatever.
If I'm buying a fucking house and someone says to me, oh yeah, don't turn out the lights for the sake of your family, I'm not buying the house, dude.
But that's because you believe.
Yeah, you believe in ghosts.
People that don't believe in the paranormal, that's just a sentence to them. That doesn't mean anything.
You've gone to
If
Haunted
somebody
Nights
says that to you, though, whether you believe or not, like...
Well, you've gone to hauntednightsevents.com and you've been on a ghost tour, so...
I like that. That was good.
Little plug, huh?
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today, I am joined by my very good friends. To my left, you're right if you're watching on YouTube, we have Dylan Stevens. To my right, your left if you're watching on YouTube, we have Steve Brodt and his wife, Sidney. And actually, you guys have all been here before, so welcome back to the garage.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
I cannot believe I made it through that.
That was impeccable. It was very good.
It was your first take, too.
Yeah.
I know, it was. Well, no, it was my second one. It was my second take.
That was definitely your first. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No? Oh, yeah, it was my first take, yeah. It was,
Yeah.
I see what you did there, thank you. Yeah, so Halloween's right around the corner, so I thought, who better to have on the podcast? Actually, it was Steve's.
It was my idea.
It was
100%,
totally,
yeah.
I was going to take the cake for that. But no, yeah, Steve texted me, he's like, hey, let's do a Halloween episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast, because if you haven't listened to an episode with these guys before, they have, they run, how do I explain this? You guys are Haunted Nights events? Like, how would I say that?
Yeah.
Right.
Ghost hunters.
Ghost hunter.
Ghost Hunters, duh! See,
Simple way.
I'm a little high right now, sorry guys. We'll get into that. But yeah, so they're ghost hunters. For those of you that are new here, guys, tell me what you do.
Yeah, so we run Haunted Nights, which is a paranormal event company. We ghost hunt all over the country, and we also have a YouTube channel that we started about 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, April of last year, we uploaded our first YouTube video from the Conjuring house, and we actually just did a return, and that's going to be our Halloween video.
Oh, that's not literally on my list, but I guess we can get right into it. So, the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So it's not like the movies. In the movies, it's this massive like 2-story mansion. In real life, it's just like a small Rhode Island farmhouse. I mean, it's still cool. It's very historical.
But the movie The Conjuring is based on the house, right?
yeah, loosely, yeah,
And the doll.
yeah,
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Yeah.
It's a Raggedy Ann doll. It's not like the one in the movie. I think the one in the movie is way more terrifying. But
Well, and Annabelle actually has absolutely nothing to do with the Conjuring house.
yeah,
It's just the Conjuring universe. It's all cases that Ed and Lorraine Warren have covered in their careers, but Annabelle was never at the Conjuring house.
What?
Yeah, it's not the same thing at
yeah,
all.
two very different stories.
Yeah,
But
different cases.
Oh, hold up. So, why, isn't the doll at the house, like in a
No,
cage?
that's a fake one.
yeah, it's just like a replica.
The real one's at the Warrens' house, which is in Connecticut.
Yeah.
But she's also in a case.
So, if the doll has nothing to do with the house, why is the doll at the house?
Because it's part of the Conjuring universe.
From the movie?
Yeah.
So, the doll wasn't at the house until the movie?
Doll's never been at the house, period.
The fake one is.
The fake one's there, but yeah, because of the movies.
So, before the movie, there was no fake doll?
Correct.
What?
Yeah, no, that house, no. Has nothing to
The
do with
movies
it.
make you think the doll is the movie.
Nothing to
No.
do with it.
It was a different case. It was like 2 college girls or whatever, and it was in their dorm.
We actually watched it today.
Yeah.
But it has absolutely nothing to do with the haunted house in Rhode Island that inspired the first movie.
So, they're not related at all.
Not even remotely. Just the fact that they were both investigated by Ed and Lorraine Warren. That's it.
So, he combined two stories to make a movie.
That's, yeah. I mean, essentially it's all part of the Conjuring universe. So like the Conjuring original one, Annabelle, the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, none of those cases are tied together besides the fact that it was the Warrens that investigated them. So even though the movie has the title The Conjuring, it doesn't mean it's part of the Conjuring like house that we go to. Like The Devil Made Me Do It has nothing to do with that house in Rhode Island.
So, wow. Wow. Okay, so people like go, like, you can, if I wanted to go to the Conjuring house, I could.
Yes.
You probably pay money to go in, right?
Yeah. They do day tours and they do like private overnights.
And they do camping outside on the property, which is
You
also
say-
supposed to be haunted.
You say tour.
Tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
We say tour.
I say tour. Yeah.
Tour.
It's a tour, but anyway. So people are like going to visit this house, taking pictures with the doll, getting creeped out by the doll, thinking that it has something to do with the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're also going to the house because of the first movie. The first movie is based on that house.
It's just in the movie they just have like a huge mansion. It's just not the same house in the movie.
Isn't the doll in the movie?
The
I don't
first
think
one's
so.
not.
No.
Oh!
I was gonna say, I think you're confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
There's like multiple.
Yeah. Annabelle's its own movie.
Yeah.
It's called Annabelle.
Annabelle, the Nun.
Yeah. Those are all separate movies in the Conjuring universe. It's the same like series of movies, but they're not like inherently connected.
It's all like Ed and Lorraine's travels and like
All right.
spin-offs.
I'm definitely high and confused then. But I do know the movie Annabelle, so that makes sense. But
The movie The Conjuring, the very first movie, The Conjuring.
has yes, okay.
That's
so-
the house.
so- Okay, so the doll's not in that in
It's
that
not in
movie.
that movie.
Correct.
That makes sense because I've seen The Conjuring, I've seen Annabelle, Belle, but it just blows my mind that they would have them together. In
Yeah, just a photo op, basically.
wow, you learn something new every day.
Look at
Jeez.
that.
Anyway, so yeah, tell me about the house without Annabelle.
House is for sure haunted. I mean, the first time we were there, within 10 minutes of recording our YouTube video, we thought someone was running down the stairs. We thought it was the owner saying, something happened or we had to get out of the house or whatever. So we just kind of sat there and waited, and then no one came down the stairs.
And we heard no footsteps like leaving the area above us. Nobody came down the stairs. The door didn't open. Nothing like that. We had a piece of the window trim get ripped off the wall and thrown across the room. That's on camera. It was pretty cool. We were upstairs. That happened downstairs.
That's on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on camera.
So what's like the original story of the Conjuring house then?
Man, it goes back. So, like in the movie, they have the whole thing about the witch Bathsheba Sherman. Also, nothing to do with the actual house.
true
That's
at all.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
She's buried nearby. She's buried nearby the house in a cemetery. Bathsheba was a real person. She was not a witch that sacrificed children and killed people and all that kind of stuff.
Damn it.
Definitely didn't happen. So they're trying to move away from that now, like move away from that lore, because the house itself is haunted. It's from the 1600s. There's a lot of history there. A lot of wars were fought in the area. A lot of soldiers passed away in the area. It's just got a lot of history. It's a haunted house. I mean, it's a haunted house that became famous from Hollywood.
Yeah.
There is something that was negative there, that, had an issue with the Perrin family and nearly killed the mother during like a seance thing.
Yeah, so like what's the real story? What actually happened at the house?
So the parents purchased it, and the owners who were leaving basically said, for the safety of your family, don't turn off the lights at night because there's something here that is just not nice. So they said, okay, that's kind of weird, whatever. And they noticed small little
Who the
things.
fuck would say that?
Well, if you don't believe, right?
Yeah, if you don't believe, it's like, oh, whatever.
If I'm buying a fucking house and someone says to me, "Oh yeah, don't turn out the lights for the sake of your family," I'm not buying the house, dude.
But that's because you believe.
Yeah, you believe in ghosts.
People that don't believe in the paranormal, that's just a sentence to them. That doesn't mean anything.
You've gone to
If
Haunted
somebody
Nights
says that to you, though, whether you believe or not, like,
well, you've gone to hauntednightsevents.com and you've been on a ghost tour, so
I like that. That was good.
little plug, huh?
Wow, that threw me off. That was so good. But no, like, even if like I guess I can't say if I didn't believe.
Yeah, because if you don't believe, you just...
But like, how the fuck can somebody sane just hear somebody say that and not be like, huh? Oh wow.
It's an old house.
It was in the 70s, too.
Yeah.
Like, it was still taboo back then, right?
What's taboo?
It was just kind of like not the norm.
You don't talk about it.
A lot of these, like Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum didn't close until what, the 80s?
90s. Yeah.
So a lot of these institutions where people were put in, they would say they heard ghosts in their house. People could be institutionalized for that.
Yeah.
That wasn't,
normal.
yeah.
Not that it's normal now, but
It's, yeah.
a little more normal.
Still paranormal.
You're
But
telling me people could complain back then and be like, "I heard a ghost in my house," and they go to a mental hospital?
You can put a
Oh, for sure.
back then.
Really?
like, women were getting put in these. Women
I
were
would
getting
be
put.
in one.
Oh yeah, but that's for a different reason. Women were getting put in these things if they read too much.
I have the list. You want me to look up the list really quick?
It's like if you read too much, they can commit you. Women that had their periods could be put in there. Epilepsy was a reason to get put in an asylum. Literally anything. If your husband just didn't want to deal with the lady anymore, you just drop her off. Say she's kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
that'd be the end of that. But yeah, the Conjuring house. The story
Wait,
is
periods?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's everyone's had it. Well, every girl.
I have not had a period.
Yeah, me either. Must have missed
Okay.
I
that one.
hope not.
Well,
But in the 1800s, they don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
you don't have to be that close.
Yeah, I'm going to go through a few. of them.
You're mad close.
If you had jealousy, domestic trouble, asthma, exposure in the army, self-abuse, parents were cousins, death of sons in war.
Was that actually on the list?
Yeah. Political excitement, jealousy, disappointment. These are all just
You can
reasons
get
could
committed.
If you were disappointed, haul your ass off.
be. Yep.
Jealous of your husband's mistress?
Jail.
Throw him in the loony.
Would you be jealous of your husband's mistress?
Well, are we all hanging out or no?
Oh wow! Sure.
Oh God.
Then no.
So the Conjuring house though
That's crazy.
That was awesome.
has nothing to do with the loony bin, but like the story in the movie is that Ed and Lorraine Warren come there and they get whatever this negative entity is and they banish it and it's a happy day and the family's safe and they go on to live their life and everything's great. What really happened is there was a seance at the house with Ed and Lorraine Warren and the Perrin family, and the mother was in a chair in this middle living room, And the chair floated, spun around a bunch, and she flew across the room and landed in the other room, and like the chair broke, and they thought she was dead.
So that actually happened.
That actually happened. Allegedly. I wasn't there. I wasn't on video.
Imagine seeing that with your own eyes. Holy shit.
So the dad blames the Warrens for that. He says that you guys came here, you made it worse, you woke this thing up. So he goes over to help his wife. Ed comes over to grab him. He punches Ed in the face, kicks him out of the house, and that was it. So whatever was there technically could still be there. It's never been removed.
There's actually a book about it too. They wrote a book about it.
Yep.
House of Darkness, House of Light.
Yeah, Andrea Perrin wrote it. It's one of the daughters.
Did you guys sleep there?
Yeah, slept like a baby.
Several times.
Are people allowed to sleep there?
Yeah, slept like a baby.
Anybody can sleep there.
Yeah. Well, if you pay for it overnight, a lot of money. Yeah,
Did you pay for it overnight? For a lot of money?
sure did.
Yeah. We've been there twice this year.
Sick. Yeah.
But they let you record and everything?
Yeah, they damn well better for how much you pay.
How much,
Part-
is,
should be
how much
part
is
owner.
it?
So if
Well, you
want-
should be part owner.
if you want to rent the house like for a private investigation, just like your friends, it's like $960 for the night, but you can have up to 7 people. You can sleep there, so it's not terrible.
$960
Total.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you have anybody in your group has more than 15,000 followers on any platform, you have to pay the content creator price, which is an extra $500. So we paid like almost $1,500
Per or just
total.
Total, yeah.
So it's like we paid almost $1,500, I think, after
a
tax
fucking mortgage?
for the night. Yeah,
But it's like 800 square feet.
Yeah.
So,
and you have it from like 7 or 8 p.m. to 8 in the morning.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
They make a buck.
$1,500.
Yeah, per night.
So this video's not out yet, right?
No,
No.
next Monday.
Next Monday.
Well, the 30th.
Yeah, October 30th.
the day before Halloween.
Correct.
Yeah.
We don't want to post it on Halloween. Everybody's busy.
That's a good point. Yeah. Touche.
Plus, everybody else is posting on Halloween. So.
Yeah.
Okay, very smart, very smart. So, do you want to like? Well, this episode will be up on Thursday, so like.
We have a video dropping that night.
Oh, good. Okay, so I was going to say, you want to give us a preview here?
Of which one? That video or the Conjuring one?
Oh, the Conjuring one.
It was another good night. We had another really good night of activity. It was just the two of us again. The walls did not get broken and thrown at us this time.
Not this time, no.
Did not happen. But we had some really cool stuff happen.
Revolved around the basement a lot,
Yeah.
which was very interesting.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be some negative thing in the basement that's kind of like lurks around, and we seem to have made contact.
And for our October videos, what we've been doing is, because every video we post on our channel, we do one solo at least. So like we'll split up for half hour or whatever, hour, depending on how long. And we go off on our own in different parts of the building, different parts of the property, wherever we are. For October, we've been doing 2 solos. So we start the beginning of the night. As soon as we get there, we both just split up and go into a solo, see what kind of activity we get. Then we go throughout the rest of the night, rest of our investigation. And then at the end of the night, we split up again and do another solo. We just flip-flop spots to see if the activity's changed at all. So 2 solos in the Conjuring house, and then we slept.
I can't believe you slept there.
I slept
Yeah.
like a baby.
We got like 3 hours, I
Yeah,
think,
it was
2 and a
good.
half.
It was good 3 hours.
Slept like a baby?
Yeah.
It's
That's
normal
not
for
sleeping like a
them.
baby.
Yeah,
It's
I slept.
normal,
Well,
though.
that's that's a lot of sleep for us.
Yeah. Even for an event night, I mean, Wilson Castle, you know.
Yeah,
So what about the one night a week you're home? How much do you sleep?
I'm usually editing, so 0
You sleep.
sometimes.
Sydney, how much do you sleep?
12 hours a night.
Is that legit?
Minimum.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
that's legit. Yeah,
Yes.
You're fucking. You sleep 12 hours every night?
at
For the most
least.
part,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Her and the dog.
Like, what time is it now? 8? Oh, for sure.
Yeah, she's got maybe 2 hours left in her.
How do you sleep 12 hours every day?
It's sick.
You're a
Not
bum.
Sure. I used to nap. I used to sleep 12 hours and then nap too.
That's
but
true. She doesn't nap as much anymore.
no.
Wait, you used to sleep 12 hours a day and then nap 12 hours?
No.
That's not napping, that's sleeping.
No, but still taking a nap.
She'd wake up, go to Dunkin' Donuts, do a couple things, take a nap.
Work a little, take a nap.
She works from home, so she can do what she wants.
Don't worry. I'm taking vitamin D now and stuff.
So she
we're
can
good.
wake up more.
We're good.
She only sleeps 12 hours
You don't
a day.
give her any
and
vitamin D, bro?
Never home, brother.
I have to take my own, yeah.
That was funny. Wow. I'm ripped.
It's been like an hour.
It's great. Okay, the reason I'm ripped is because Sydney brought over some weed that she grew. Sydney grew her own weed.
Could be haunted.
Could be haunted.
It probably fucking is. There's a skeleton in your basement. The guy owns a skeleton. Crazy.
His head's upstairs now.
Skippy protects
You took him
it.
apart?
Well, I took his head off.
Just
That sounds so weird.
I
He was
wanted to-
already apart.
Well,
Yeah, it was kind of crumbly.
He was in shambles.
I had to put his head upstairs in the display cabinet.
We're just celebrating his life.
All right, anyway, so back to Sydney's weed. Glorious, by the way. I'm so sorry, Dad, but yeah, I'm stoned right now. So yeah, Sydney, when did you start growing weed? What made you want to start growing weed?
I need something productive to do.
Because she sleeps 12 hours a
Because I
fucking
sleep 12
night.
hours a day. Yeah, I just purchased seeds online and did a little bit of research and was like, all right, let's see.
Was
one
it?
out of 4 seeds, 1 out of 3 seeds grew.
Oh, so you're taking a gamble when you buy these things?
Well, I don't know. This is my first time, so I don't
Oh,
know.
so
if
you
they
could have
should've
fucked. You
all,
could have
or I
fucked up.
probably fucked up.
Speaking of
I'm not
gambling,
sure. Yeah. Speaking of gambling.
yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. No. You said not to do that. No, we're not gambling tonight. Ask me in like half an hour. So back to the growing wheat thing, just because it fascinates me. See, goddamn, Chase. I know I'm not even drunk. I'm just
Rebooting.
fucking hot.
She built a little grow room in our basement.
Oh yes. What I was gonna say is, so like, how did you do it? Like, what are the steps? You just put the seeds in and just water and just hope for the best.
So I researched soil, bought the soil, tested the pH of the soil to make sure it was like the right pH. Then I put the little seeds in and watered her every day, and she sprouted.
How big? Like, how much weed did you get off one little seed?
So I think I ran into some bud rot, so that hurt my heart a little.
What's that mean? I'm not a grower here, so
So
I'm just a shower.
From my understanding, is it's like humidity, so it can get yucky.
Part of the plant rot.
But yeah, it starts to
Okay.
rot. And normally, once you get bud rot, it can like take over all your other plants. But I only had the one.
It's like the
and-
cancer of plants.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
but I only
shit.
had the one plant, and I needed to harvest it anyway. So it was like, if it was gonna happen, it was good timing.
She sounds like a farmer. I needed to
I've
harvest.
been calling her Pablo Escobar for that.
I love it. So I had to call that off. But so when it was dried, I weighed it from what I saved, and it was 26 grams.
Wow, that's not bad.
No.
It's cheaper than buying it.
Yeah, no shit. How much was a seed? Is that legal, or do you illegally smuggle
No,
seeds?
I just like
Bought it
Googled
online.
cannabis seeds.
You can do that legally. Just buy cannabis seeds.
I did it. I
Did
don't
it come
know.
in like a jar of peanut butter?
No, it came all official. It just says on there like their, how do they call it? Say it. Call it. Say it. How are they labeled?
I don't fucking know.
I know.
I'm
Like
ripped.
I'm trying to think of what it was. Like as a novelty. Like basically like they're trying to say like the seeds themselves like don't do anything, like you have to like plant them and grow them. So I think that's how they're getting away with it.
That makes no sense.
Doesn't.
Okay, I'll bring in. I have to order new seeds anyway, so I'll show you
Yeah.
what the
like-
back of it says.
yes.
It like, I don't know how it works. Like to be able to send them through the mail.
She literally grew it on our back porch,
Yeah.
like our outside.
I literally just
stairs.
Googled seeds and
Well,
like,
it's legal. You
it
can
was
do that,
a-
right?
Yeah, it was like a legit company that sent it and everything. They have all sorts of resources to help you grow. And I just put it in a little like 7-gallon fabric pot on the back step and just watered it like every few days.
Then she dried it in her little grow room in the basement. It had a dehumidifier in there, a fan, all kinds of stuff.
Fancy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And you have to cure it for like way longer than you ever think it would be. So that's the agonizing part.
What's curing it mean?
What do
So
you-
you can't just pick it off the plant and smoke it?
No, you gotta dry the plant, and then you gotta like take all the buds, then you gotta jar them, and keep them at a certain humidity for a certain amount of weeks.
So you're technically a farmer.
I mean, I think I did pretty good for my first time.
I think you did too. Oh my god, she brought over one joint and I'm ripped. Like
It wasn't even a full joint.
I've been high on the podcast before. This is the wow.
You only took 2 hits.
It's crazy, but I also had the cough attack too.
You did.
Hell
The cough
yeah,
attack.
bro.
The cough. I am struggling, and we're 18 minutes in. Oh my gosh, yes, the cough attack definitely got me though. Dad, I'm so sorry. Anyway,
Fast forward that part.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. Holy shit. If you grow more, just let me know.
Will do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I was saying it's been a long time since you guys have been on the podcast. It was actually last August that Steve and Dylan were here, and I can't believe it was that long. I definitely thought it was like more recent than that, but yeah. So we talked about kind of what's new with Haunted Nights, but February of this year, you guys got robbed.
Yeah, we did.
That was fun.
So we flew to San Jose, we flew into San Francisco, and we went to San Jose to do the Winchester Mystery House. We had 2 nights
Wait,
there.
you guys flew? I thought you drive everywhere.
We do, except for there. It was a time crunch, so we had to fly.
Oh, there we go. All right, it was a time crunch, so you had to fly. But usually, you guys drive everywhere.
We
Right?
drive everywhere. Yeah.
We just got back from Indiana,
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
But if you had to go to like Oregon, you would drive.
You say Oregon or
Yeah,
Oregon?
Oregon. I don't know where Oregon is.
Oregon.
Is that origami?
The Oregon Trail.
Origami.
It's Oregon. Everyone says Oregon.
Oregon.
Everyone?
Nobody says Oregon.
Oregon.
I think you made that
What do
up.
you say?
Oregon?
You're
Well, now,
not-
now I'm thinking about it too much.
Oregon?
Now
Oregon.
it's
Sounds like
weird.
an organ.
No, all of it sounds weird.
Oregon, like a body organ? No, it's Oregon. That's how it's spelled.
Oregon.
How do you spell it?
Tarragon. Oregon.
O-R-E. Oregon.
Sure.
Oh,
we
yeah.
would probably fly.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay, anyway.
The farthest we've driven is probably Tennessee.
Yeah.
That was like 16 hours.
You're the only
Georgia.
10 I see.
Shucks.
Yeah, golly.
Georgia.
Georgia's about 16. We went down to Savannah earlier this year, too.
Oh, you love Savannah.
I do. She wants to move back there.
You should.
This dumbass has to come with us.
But then we can't do Garage Boozing podcast randomly on a
Well, I mean, we can.
Sunday?
I do some with
What
Zoom.
is today?
Figure it out.
I Zoom it sometimes.
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Monday.
It's a Monday.
Is it really?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's Monday.
It's
What?
Monday.
That's crazy.
It's
Why?
Monday.
Who asked what day it was?
Both of us.
Why did that
Because
matter?
it doesn't matter to us anymore what day. I don't know what day it is.
Time just kind of blends together.
Yeah. We were in
Unless
Indiana
they have a
and
video coming out or an event.
we were in Indiana, New York, and Vermont all on Friday.
Yeah.
Sick.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
We drove home from Indiana, got home at like 1 a.m., slept in New
You
York.
can't count the states you drive through.
No, we were
No.
in Indiana all week. We came home Friday.
Like we woke up in Indiana, drove home.
Got home at like 1 a.m. Friday. Spent a couple hours at home. Got up, went to Vermont for our event. All in the same day.
Whoa.
It's every week.
It's like time traveling.
Sucks.
All right. Anyway, so before we got distracted here,
We got robbed.
yeah, you guys got robbed. Tell me about that. Where were you?
Yeah, so we went to San Jose for the Winchester Mystery House. Had 2 nights there. It was a great time. Really active spot. We went with 2 of our friends, Mark and Chris, and we had an extra day at the end. We had our Velisca video was coming out, and we just kind of had some free time. We're like, we're gonna go to Alcatraz. That seems cool. We couldn't check into our hotel until Alcatraz, yeah, it's in San Francisco.
You take a boat to get there, right?
Sure do.
Yep, that's how it happened. We parked in one of the sea.
That took me a second. That's funny.
We parked in one of the seawall lots, probably like half a mile from where the boats go out. And we couldn't check into our hotel until 3. The boats left at noon. So we're like, we'll just leave our stuff in the car. Should be okay.
Smart.
We're not gonna be gone that long.
Broad daylight.
Broad
in the
daylight.
middle of, like, there was people everywhere.
You guys were in like the robbery capital of the world.
We didn't know that.
Everybody knows that. I know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We went on like a spiral and we got back to the hotel at like midnight that night. But yeah,
You went on a spiral?
like looking up
Down
all the
rabbit hole.
yeah.
We went on.
Oh, you mean after you got robbed?
yeah, because we went to Alcatraz.
Look that shit up on YouTube.
That's
We
what
did.
and Reddit.
So
and-
because like the parking lot was like a triangle. So it was in the middle of the road. There's literally a street on every side of it, like surrounded. I paid $41 to park in the parking lot.
The parking lot's in the middle of the road.
Literally, yeah. So I paid $41. So the city robbed me first. And then we got out of the car and we went to the boat, rode the boat over. It's like a 40-minute boat ride.
Was it a ferry?
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Why didn't you bring the car on the ferry?
That's not that kind of ferry.
Yeah, it's like a person ferry, not a
Person
Person
ferry.
car ferry.
Smaller ferry.
They're all person ferries.
So we get over to the island. By the time we get there, it started thundering, lightning, pouring rain. There was like golf ball sized hail while we were on the island. So everybody left. Literally every person on the island left except for us because we're idiots. And we hid in one of the buildings until it stopped, and then we had the entire place to ourselves. Like
pretty
the
dope.
entire prison. We had the hospital cell block. They brought us up for a private tour. Like we rode the boat back. We rode the boat back with just the workers.
Yeah.
That was it. And so we get back, and it's nice out at this point, and we're walking across the street. Him and our 2 friends are walking behind me, not really paying attention. They're talking about something, and I'm looking at the car, and I'm like, did I leave the back window down? Because it was a 4Runner, and you can put the back, window down. And I was like, oh, shit, did I hit the button? And I'm getting closer, and I'm like, nope, that's definitely broken glass.
Yeah.
So we got up there, and they had smashed the tailgate window and the back passenger window. They took like 9 or 10 bags.
They're quick when they do it.
Oh
too.
yeah,
You see
in
these
and
YouTube
out.
videos, man?
In
They're
and
like
out.
smash, grab,
Yeah,
grab, grab.
gone. They grabbed every bag that they could that was small. They took like 9 or 10 bags. They got 2 drones, 2 laptops, 3 cameras, a bunch of equipment, batteries, clothes, watches, sunglasses. Like it was almost $40,000 worth of stuff.
Did your laptops have passwords on them?
Mine did, yeah. Well, I tracked mine actually. It was like probably a mile down the road. So like we're gonna go see if we can find it at least.
You guys are getting ready to get shot. You
Yep.
kidding me?
Because we went to the police station and they're like, maybe they'll ditch the bags or something. So at least you guys can get your bags because Chris is in the Air Force and he has all these patches of his deployments.
He's
and
actually
stuff.
deployed right now.
Yeah. So he was like, that's
Thank
sentimental.
you for your service.
Yeah. Shout out Chris.
Love Chris.
Thank you for your service too.
Oh, I don't do a lot. But anyway. He was like, I'd like to find those. That's sentimental. A lot of these spots you can't go back to. So I'd like to find that. So we're driving down the road. We tracked the laptop to like this apartment complex in San Francisco. And it looked like Gotham City.
It's the scariest place I've ever been.
Yeah. No street lights. All the buildings are boarded up. There's people just laying in the road.
It was the scariest place I've ever been.
I went to Compton. That was kind of cool, but that's
This was not.
That was kind of cool.
It
Like
was
we
kinda
pulled
cool.
up to a red light, and it was like people walking in front of the car, behind the car, next to the car. One guy walked across, stopped in front of us in the road, made eye contact with us, literally stood in the front and like took out his phone and started texting while he was looking at us. And so I'm looking, I'm like, okay, if I have to run this red light right now, which way am I going? Like, where's going to be the best escape? Like, it was that bad. And our friend Mark like reached out and grabbed a brick, and the light turned green, and we sped around there, and we gave up looking for the laptop.
Yeah.
We went to Chili's. I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah, and it was also raining.
Of all places, Chili's?
Yeah.
Well, we had to take the highway to get to Chili's and back to our hotel, and then it started raining. So we're just sitting in broken glass, and it's raining.
Why
so
wouldn't you
it's like-
eat something that like is like new and
At that point, it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of laughing at that point. Like we got to Chili's.
$40,000?
Well, yeah,
Let's
like
go
my
to
stuff's
Chili's.
my
Who still got their wallet?
Yeah.
my stuff's insured. So
Oh, that's
from the
good.
events.
Oh, and then we get on the plane. I email my professor. I'm like, hey, man, my laptop got stolen, so I can't do. It was like my last week of that semester. He's like, yeah, it's due Sunday. So
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he did not care. So
But we're sitting there like, first of all, Dylan has occasionally ordered a beer when he was out with us and got served a beer when he was like 20, whatever.
Oh yeah, we put that in there. Like you could have just
Yeah.
been like, yeah, Dylan ordered a beer.
Well, no, but this is part of the story. So he
Oh.
occasionally would do this. This was in February. He turned 21 in April. So we're all sulking in our sorrows at Chili drinking beer, and we all order around, and Dylan doesn't get anything, and the guy brings it over, doesn't ID anybody. So we go to order second round. Dylan's like, yeah, I'll take one this time. Guy goes, can I see your ID? He goes, all I have is my military ID. The guy goes, that's fine. He goes, it doesn't have my birthday on it. He goes, yeah, it does. It's right here.
yeah, they updated it. I didn't know.
The guy walks away looking at it, looking at his phone, comes back over and goes, yeah, so you're just not 21. Dylan goes, okay. Like I forgot.
That's what you said. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
I think I just gave it back. And
Hey,
it was
what do
like
you what do you say?
It was like an awkward silence for like
Oh,
20
really?
seconds.
Yeah.
That was my
We all just kind of
birthday.
sat there. We're like,
Well, and then at the end, we're talking about how we got robbed, and that's why we went to Chili's, because we're just going to somewhere to just kind of sit and be sad. He's like, oh, man, if I knew that, I'd get you all like a round of beer. I'm just staring at him like, yeah.
Thanks, man.
That would have been less awkward, man, huh?
and we were sitting there, and I'm like, man, we got to get up early tomorrow to get to the airport. Like, it's been a shitty last day, yada, yada, yada. We got to get up so early. And our friend Mark goes, that's all right, I'm already packed. They took all his bags. He had
Literally
nothing.
everything.
He had nothing. All he had was the clothes he was wearing.
Okay, real quick, I just want to feed off the ID thing because a wicked funny thing happened to me a couple weeks ago, and we're gonna go right back to that. But so, I was shopping on Amazon like a couple months ago, and you know how there's always like, oh, you might like this, you might like this. $1.97 there was a McLovin ID, right? So
I
like,
saw that,
Yeah,
yeah.
the McLovin ID from the what's the movie Superbad? Yeah. So everybody knows that movie. I don't even have to explain.
Never
it.
seen it.
You've never seen it?
That's kind of crazy.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
I really haven't.
He hasn't
You've never seen
Ghostbusters.
No. I've never seen Ghostbusters, never seen Shawshank Redemption, never seen Forrest Gump.
You never seen Shawshank Redemption?
We've been to the prison.
That's
Multiple
my
times.
favorite movie of
Been
all
to that prison multiple
time.
times, never seen it though.
Well, do you know what the McLovin ID is?
I know what it is, yeah. Yeah.
He looks so sad. Do you
It's
know
like,
what it is?
yeah.
I know what it is, but I've never seen the movie.
It's like ruins the story, kind of. Fuck.
For
All
me.
right,
We
anyway,
know
for
what
the
you're
rest of
talking
you.
about.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
$1.97 free shipping. I don't know how they're making money off this, but anyway, I get my McLovin ID. And we are out for my friend's birthday in the beginning of September, and we go to a hibachi restaurant. So anywhere I go, 9 times out of 10, like when they ask for my ID, I'll give them the McLovin ID at first just to be funny because because I'm a clown. Like it's really not
Voted
that
class
funny.
clown.
Yeah, true. 2012. Shut up, Dylan.
2020.
He was 10. He was 10.
That's disgusting.
Sick.
But yeah, so I give the ID just because it's really funny. So I give it to the girl after I order 2 White Claws at Hibachi, and she goes, "Oh, I've never seen Hawaii in a long time." And then she looks at it, and she looks at me, looks down at the ID, looks at me, and she goes, shrugs, gives it back to me. And I'm like, no shit. And like my whole table hibachi, like all my friends, they're like holding in their laughter. And I have the most dead, like straight face because like, I'm trying not to bust out laughing. I cannot believe this worked. And I'm thinking like, fuck, maybe she's like going to get somebody. Am I going to get in trouble? So I switch, like I have my regular ID in my hand just ready to go. No, she brings me over my 2 White Claws. I'm like, no way. The ID literally says it expired in 2008.
I was 6.
Shut up, Dylan.
I have to live with that every time.
Oh my god.
Every time.
Wow, you make me feel so old. Anyway, so yeah.
Is the movie good?
It's
It's
pretty good.
hilarious. Yeah, I can. You're like,
Super funny.
You're totally in the minority right now.
Oh,
of, like,
100%. I'm in the minority of
people.
most things, like about movies. If you ask me, I haven't seen it.
Well, there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen. Like I just saw Forrest Gump for the first time like 2
I've
years ago.
never seen that. So.
Okay. Well, I can't get. No, you're right. Guess I can't.
Ghostbusters, never seen.
Who are you gonna call?
Not me.
Well, like
Haunted
Chris.
Nights.
Haunted Nights, brother.
Shaking his head.
I can't believe you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption. Like,
No, but the prison's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been there and you investigate shit like that. Like
We've investigated that prison.
I know you just said that.
Well, we've also been there during the day.
Okay.
They do like day tours and
Yeah.
stuff.
We only investigated it once.
Yeah.
We've
With
been
Sam
there
Colby.
like 1,000 times.
All right. Anyway, so you guys got robbed
We did.
in the robbery central
I
hub.
didn't know. We would have put our bags somewhere if we had a hotel, but
Yeah.
we didn't have a hotel yet.
I guess that does make sense.
We didn't have anywhere else. If we wanted to go to Alcatraz, this was our only opportunity to go, and I'm not going to miss out.
You do know that you can request early check-in sometimes.
Yeah, but I also, think most people in the world...
Sydney's face when I said that. Did you say that?
Okay,
Is that
but most people in the
That's
world...
my first thought.
Most people in the world...
I always request early check-in because
Don't-
checking in at 3-4 o'clock is
usually
stupid.
we do if we're on the road, but we had no rush to we didn't think we needed to, right? So I'm not thinking I can park my car in New York City and somebody's not going to rob me.
That's not true.
It is true. I've done it.
We went to 19 states last year and we got
19.
robbed in one.
We park our car full of don't steal our
I
shit.
guess it-
Yeah.
Expensive stuff everywhere.
Oh, yeah, in support for the Garage Boozing Podcast, it is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped will help you trim up the family jewels to make everything nice and right for the ladies. Make sure that you're using promo code TGBP20 for 20% off your Manscaped products. Oh, yeah!
Good times.
What was funny too at the hotel, Mark was like, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and he comes back out of the bathroom. He's like, can I borrow some toothpaste and a toothbrush?
If you go to the hotel desk,
That's what he had to get out. He literally had nothing. All he
Yeah.
had was the clothes he was wearing. They took everything.
Oh, and the bag from
shirt,
Winchester.
The shirt he bought from Alcatraz.
He had, it was Winchester.
Winchester.
He had a bag.
Oh, yeah.
He had a bag and Alcatraz. He had a reusable bag from Winchester Mystery House with a hoodie he bought. That was all he had. And he got off the tram at the airport because his terminal was before us. And he's just standing, like a kid going to kindergarten. He's just standing with his bag, and he looks at us and goes, "Well, thanks for inviting us, guys."
That had to suck.
Oh
yeah, I mean, he's pretty sad.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, we're all laughing about it. How the fuck are you laughing?
Because what else are you gonna do?
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do in that
Cry?
situation?
Well,
I
when
would-
he called,
well, then again, I've never
Mark,
been.
I think, cried for a
he
minute.
called 911 when we got back to the car. He called 911 as I'm just sitting there because
What the fuck are they gonna do?
well, like a police report kind of thing. But he calls 911 and they put us on hold. So I was like, that's not a great start.
Yeah, because you're there's 18 people on hold that
Yeah.
just got robbed.
Probably
Yeah.
got shot.
Or shot, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
The
guys wanted
cops
to go
laughed
find
at
him.
us.
Yeah, no shit.
It was mean.
Yeah.
It was mean.
I tried to make a joke because we got back to the police station and she's filling out all the forms and stuff. And she's like, I was like, oh, some guy walked by while we were standing there and said that this parking lot got hit twice last night for a robbery. And she laughs and goes, no, it was way more than twice. I was working last night. That parking lot got hit a ton. I was like, you should put some cameras over there. She's like, yeah. I go, I'd give you mine, but they took them. And she didn't laugh at that
Yeah.
at all. I was like, all right, well, we're going to go to Chili's.
Well, and then we spent like an hour filling out all the police reports. We had like 3 different pages for each person because they took a lot of stuff. And she goes, she's, siphoning through them a little bit. And she goes, yeah, all this stuff is definitely gone. I'm like,
You're
okay.
never going to see any of this again. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm here. You're very helpful.
Did they also tell you, like, yeah, if you just want to condense
Yeah, she goes,
that,
would we like
and
to
you're
consolidate
no.
these down a little? I go, consolidate what they took from me? What do you mean?
I wish they did too.
Yeah, they took everything. Yeah, it was fun though. Go to San Francisco, guys. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
it's a great time.
Really nice city.
Well, yeah, go to San Francisco. I bet it's great. Like Full House was there and stuff. But like,
I mean, it's cool. It was a really cool.
It's-
It was cool to see. The
A lot of
food-
mountains.
Food was good.
just don't be
Don't
ignorant and leave your bags
in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Well, no, it doesn't even matter if there's anything in your car. There's apparently auto body shops will pay people to just go around and smash windows.
Yeah, so then
it
they get their
generates service.
jobs.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, don't
We
get me
should
wrong.
I mean,
Do
won't
that.
recommend it, but
I mean, her grandfather owns an auto body shop.
We should smash windows,
Get
dude.
Pappy some biz.
We also have some business because we had a hit and run like 2 months ago too. So it's been a good year.
What hit and run? Huh?
Somebody hit my car and left.
we
Where?
also heard that we
Steve
were
was
cursed.
sitting in it.
I made eye contact with her and she drove away. I was like, that's pretty rude. I'm gonna be
mean.
honest with you.
So one night we were at the Stone Mansion in Winchester, Indiana. We were told that we were cursed. We're like, whatever, it's gonna be good for the video, but we don't really believe in curses or whatever.
That's stupid.
Had a flat tire the next morning. He got in the hit and run. Got a flat tire on the way home the next week, coming home from Indiana again.
Hard drive broke.
Hard drive broke.
You were cursed.
We are still cursed.
We are still cursed.
What? Okay. Can you
Hi, Chase.
can you share the cursing?
It's supposed to be with him mostly.
Yeah. Because I
Well,
mean,
you can't like give it to me. not even being
It's not
funny.
like an STD. Spiritually transmitted disease.
that's
Yeah, but then-
crazy.
Oh.
Well, because our friend Tyler, we filmed.
Who
with
said
him.
you were cursed?
Well,
The
okay.
dead people.
The dead people told us we were cursed, and we got it at multiple locations. Like, all right, whatever. Maybe it's some weird coincidence that just every place that we go to says that we're cursed, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's just a weird.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my God.
Weird how that works.
Our friends out at Madison Seminary in Ohio built this thing called the Devil's Toy Box. It's a room full of mirrors, and it's supposed to like amplify the activity or whatever. And our friend out there is a psychic. They're wicked busy. They own 300 locations. They're on the road all the time, and they investigate, so they have no time whatsoever. And she was sitting there, and she's supposed to be kind of like a psychic, a little sensitive, and she's telling me that there's something tethered to me, and it's been following me around for a while. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start sending him
Get the
bill.
fuck out of here,
Yeah.
bro.
So it's like she doesn't watch our videos. She has no,
Nobody does.
She has no preconceived notion, but she told us that we were cursed. And
Just breathe like that way.
yeah. Well, it was funny. We filmed with our friend Tyler. We filmed with our friend Tyler, and then all of his videos on his YouTube channel were deleted.
Deleted the next day.
We went to
the next day.
We went to the Conjuring house with our friends Nunzi and Lexi and Dustin, and they
Their
got
car like broke the next day.
well, their windshield cracked too,
Yeah.
and then their hot water heater broke or something
Yeah.
crazy.
Sorry.
So you should be fine. Yeah.
Probably okay.
Actually, if my house burnt down, that'd be kind of cool. So
If your
can-
house broke down,
No, burnt down. Like,
Oh.
can you make it burn down? Like,
No,
oh,
you'll
hell
get
no.
the
Basement
Jobs
lights stopped working.
Yeah, all our lights in the house start working. Our doors open and close at our house more frequently now. But so like,
So you have it too.
yeah,
We've always had it.
yeah, that's just there. A lady died in our bedroom. Our house is 113 years old.
They're always nice at the house.
A lady died in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Have we talked about that?
I don't know.
We
Eh,
like
where you
just-
sleep?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we-
what
we-
a
Where the
Recently-
magic happens?
It was a
Brother.
few years ago.
No.
I think we found out.
She died a lot longer than a few years ago.
I-
We didn't kill her.
We didn't know.
that's
Years
crazy.
ago.
But you
Yeah.
guys do the hokey pokey where a lady died?
I mean,
Not just there, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
so
Freaks.
the car accident thing though with the hit
Oh,
and run,
husband, I'm stuck in the dryer.
That's crazy.
the day after we were cursed, I got up. We had the flat tire. I drove to go get air in my tire. I got hit and a run that like right then in the first gas station. So all happened before like noon that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this curse is stupid. Whatever. And we keep going. We're on the road a couple weeks later. We're going like 80 miles an hour on the highway, and our tire just blows out while we're driving in the middle of the highway.
Disintegrated.
It was gone.
It was
Were
crazy.
you okay? You again?
Yeah, it was fine. We just stayed at a haunted building that night.
Oh, you didn't like flip or anything?
We just pulled over and changed the tire, and then I was like, "Hey, there's a haunted building like 10 minutes away. Let me call them." And then we
Matt was
slept,
the
we
next
slept
day.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were lucky it happened.
It was very convenient.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Indiana is just cursed though. Honestly.
I think we have
the
to be
whole
back
state.
there in 3 weeks again.
Yep.
We were just there 4 days ago.
HauntedNightsEvents.com.
If you want to come investigate with us, only 1 day left. The other one's sold out. Oh no, wait, that's mid-Orange. There's 2 days left. We're good.
Also, I need 1,000 followers on TikTok.
That's true.
How many you got now?
She's like 109 away.
Oh, there you go. Plug it.
She gets 1,000, she can go live, brother.
You didn't say what your TikTok was.
What?
What's your TikTok?
I don't know.
You don't know your username? How the fuck are you going to plug it then?
That's not great.
Isn't it your name?
Ask Dylan what his is.
What's yours?
Snevitz_Nally.
Oh, I knew that. I hate the
It's so
backwards.
stupid.
It's so dumb.
That's my
What?
whole name, Sidney Scacchetti. Follow
Yeah,
me.
spell it for people because I still have trouble spelling.
SIDNEYSCACCHETTI.
I still butcher that.
You do.
Yeah.
We did not take Steven's last name.
She did not.
Maybe one day, but not today.
It's a lot of paperwork.
Oh, that's like a topic we can talk about.
It's a lot of paperwork.
That's it? That's why you didn't? Because it's paperwork?
She likes her last name.
I like my I
Yeah,
like
but yours
it.
is really hard to spell. Brodt is way easier.
It's not though. People pronounce Brodt,
Yeah.
Brad.
Okay, pronounce, but spell? Way easier.
Shorter.
I offered mine to him just to be fair. He said no thanks, and I said that was fine. You know, we're good.
Doesn't bother me any.
But no, don't matter. Maybe one day. I mean, I have the possibility to do it. It's on the marriage certificate if I want to. So
Yeah.
Oh, the certificate says if you want to take his last name, you can?
You don't remember anything from that wedding, so.
Okay, but this isn't about me. We're talking about you.
I don't know. I think that's how it works. It has to be on your
I don't know.
marriage.
I've only been married once.
I don't know.
Never done this before.
It just seemed really involved, so I was like, better not.
Yeah, change all your bank info, your cards,
And we
like
were
your
going
license.
to Thailand, like
passport.
for the honeymoon. So we were like, yeah, let's wait, and then I just.
I mean, you're definitely in the minority.
We're
Like, that's
still
obvious,
waiting.
right?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
No, you don't give a fuck. You go home and sleep 12 hours tonight. No,
Sure will.
don't
You're not even going to think about
I'm
it.
gonna go home and get about 3.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And then Steven, DoorDash me coffee.
Wow. What a good husband.
I know.
I do my best.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. And I'm only home like 1 day a week. That's pretty good.
Still?
Yeah.
Up until at least November.
And then we got to take a 2-week trip in December. So.
Yep.
How many miles does your car have on
Too
it?
many. I put 100,000 miles on it in less than 2 years, and we don't do events between like November and March or April usually. So usually just like April to November, and I put 100,000 miles on it in the last like year and a half.
So how many miles?
120 something thousand.
It's hit 120, yeah.
120 something. I bought it with like just under 30 or just 30, something like that. So like 90,000.
Damn.
We did 3,400 miles in 13 days last year on a road trip. We
Yeah.
averaged 3 hours of sleep for 2 weeks.
It's pretty abysmal.
Yeah,
How do you function?
I do. He
I
doesn't.
become very angry, yeah.
He sleeps. He sleeps in the car.
Yeah.
He always falls asleep. You're always posting that shit.
I drive everywhere.
So I have a new strat, right? I put my hand like
A
behind
strat?
my head. Yeah.
What's
strategy.
a strat?
Strat.
Oh, why don't you say strategy? Who the fuck says
Strat.
strat?
I have a new
Everybody.
strat.
What do you
These
mean?
damn kids.
Did you know? Yeah. Did you know what he meant? I didn't know what he meant.
I have a new
Oh.
strat? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
do
new
you mean?
strap, bro.
Guys,
Like,
drop
yo,
a comment. Drop a comment if you know what strap means.
Yeah, drop a comment. Hit
they're
the
doing
like
that.
button and subscribe too, because I never tell people to do that.
Get
so,
that bell on.
Get that bell on.
Yeah, click the button. Turn notifications on.
Clip the
because
button.
I'm not sure what that
Yo.
does.
Clip the button.
Notifications? It helps.
Strap.
You need
Yo, I got this sick new strap, bro.
Yeah.
Now it sounds like you're saying strap.
That's crazy.
It doesn't.
Why are you saying
He
that?
just
Why is
said
he?
it. I got a sick new strap, bro.
No, but he
Like,
keeps saying that's
so
crazy.
different.
Why is it crazy?
That's my line I go to. I don't know.
I was gonna say he said it like 7 times. I'm like, what's so crazy? Was
They
it actually
both do
crazy?
it. So I sent Steven a picture of Luna's nails the other day. His response, that's crazy.
That
She
is
got her
crazy.
nails
I'm
painted
like,
candy corns.
You're
I thought that was gonna be way more interesting. She's like, I sent Steven a picture. I was like, oh, where
The
we
dog's
going?
nails
And
painted
she-
candy
yeah.
corns.
no,
Yeah.
I just mean they're like they're literally the same person.
What if it
We
was like,
spend 99% of our
crazy.
time together.
What if
we
it
are
was-
literally together every day for like most of the day.
What if it was like a nude? Would you be like, that's crazy?
No, that probably wouldn't be my reaction.
Better not be his
You'd be like, cool.
Better not be his
Super cool. Imagine that. What if,
brother.
what if he said super cool,
I would
brother?
have said, try the fuck again.
That's funny.
Yikes.
Wow.
We've been together 10 years. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, think about
See?
that.
That's crazy.
Oh my.
Think about that.
No, it's the fucking.
It's
the
the curse.
It's the
It's
curse.
bleeding over.
Oh shit.
You're already
Got that-
affected.
Got
It's
that
too late.
STD.
Spiritually transmitted disease, brother.
I've never had one of those.
Spiritually
That's
transmitted
not real
disease.
wood, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. That's drywall.
Ah, fuck it. All right. Anyway,
You already cursed. It's too late.
It's too late.
I never say.
You ever
that's
seen The
crazy.
Mummy?
Yeah,
It's like that.
I like when the mummy has like the bugs that crawl on, like the skin.
Yeah,
It
on the
creeps
skin.
me
That's
out.
the curse right now.
You're gonna wake up like that.
Okay, stop. Relax.
Put Skippy in your bedroom.
That would horrify me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Happy Halloween.
My password to my house is 6996. Of
course it
So
is.
you pick your day. Oh come
You
on.
pick your day.
pick your day because it would be funny.
Anywho,
That would be your passcode to your house.
that's what
It's 6996.
Yeah.
Yeah.
69. Nice.
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 All right. So one of the last things I got here for us is I just wanted to bring this up. It wasn't even originally on the list, but we were talking about it before we hit the record button because Steven keeps telling Steven. I just called you Steven. That's how
was
you
scary.
know I'm high.
God, it's been
Still?
an hour and a half.
Yes, I'm
No
ripped.
way.
I can't believe it.
It's been an hour and a half.
No way.
The Sydney special is wild. Let me tell you. Sydney special OG.
Impossible.
No, anyway, so yeah. Before we hit the record button here, Steve has been asking me 1,000 times to go to the casino tonight. I'm not going. We're not going to the casino. We're not gambling. Dylan, too, has been putting his little 2 cents in. But
Hopefully
Into the
it's got more than
slots.
2 cents.
there's nothing I love better than just like sitting back, relaxing by a slot machine, get my feet up, got my beer in my hand. I'm just like,
Have somebody next to you win $250,000.
that's fucked up, dude. Yeah, if you don't know, that happened to me. A lady sitting directly to my right who sat down on a machine 2 minutes after me hit $248,000 directly to my right, where I could have sat down when the whole row was empty.
I'd probably cry.
Yeah, that's gonna be you tonight though.
Yeah, and then I was really excited for it too. I'm like, oh my god, that's great. Hoping she'd give me like $100 because one time I hit like a $4,000 jackpot. This girl's like, I have no money. Can I please? I think about it.
Shouldn't be here then.
And so I gave her $100, and then like I see her 3 hours later, still gone.
Well, of course.
Damn.
You know, she turned that 100 into a quick.
No, she
G.
had money. She lied.
Yeah, you're a fool.
Yeah, why is she there? She didn't have money.
I don't know. I just believed her because I was drunk, and I'm happy because I won money, man. But anyway, so yes, before we got started, we were talking about how I love to go to the casino. I love gambling, and I have a membership in my casino. They give me 2 free beers and stuff. I'm drinking, spinning, and there's something in the air that just makes you want to keep on going, right? Well,
damn.
Steve comes and brings up, he's like, oh, well, maybe they're transmitting these messages at frequencies that you can't hear. That blows my mind. I don't know if
do.
that's true or not. Like,
Subliminal
it-
messaging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
subliminal messaging. They do it like everywhere. The songs that they play in Target, they have messages like it's at a frequency that's a little bit lower, so like you can't necessarily pick it up, but you can hear it. You just don't know. And there's like different tones, different sounds, different smells they pump out in all stores and stuff that make you stay there longer and buy more things.
like Abercrombie and Fitch.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
why
that-
do you think the stores have music anyway?
Yeah.
Like, if you're just going to the store, don't you think you just want to go in and buy stuff and leave?
So when you were like not even born yet, but when me and Steve used to go to like
When we worked at
Abercrombie and Fitch and like no, even before that, or Hollister, any of those stores, you'd go in and the music was like you can't hear the person next to
Barely
you.
any lights on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to squint to like find your size.
You're like, hey, I really like this shirt.
Everything is done on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I always knew that Abercrombie pumped their like the cologne
smell, yep.
into the store, but I still love that smell to this day. Like it's a great smell.
Oh
but-
yeah, it's like
So it worked.
engraved in your brain.
Oh, totally.
It worked.
It totally worked.
Yeah,
But
me
like,
too.
I've never like noticed that anywhere else. Like, you don't smell it. Like, The casino, I definitely believe, like, that's a proven fact. Like, I know that. But
Well, that has a
Target,
lot to do with like the lights and everything in there too, and like the casinos, like how
no clocks.
no clocks.
Yep.
There's no windows.
Really bright lights everywhere.
There's no windows. There's no clocks. So you can't tell.
No concept of time.
Right.
Yep.
And the machines are like, ding, 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 ding,
For
ding,
the
ding, ding.
thrill.
They
Yep.
have sounds on them even when people aren't playing them that sound like somebody winning.
Yeah. Oh, it's so smart. And I will say, when I sit down at a slot machine, the first thing I do before putting any money in is I turn that volume all the way up. Because when I'm winning, I want the world to know.
That's the win meter.
Yes,
You
I
turn the
love
wind
it.
meter.
Exactly.
Vegas Matt.
And our friend Matt Bashara, he'll go to the slot machine, turn the sound down. I'm like, doing it wrong, bro.
Ain't gonna win.
No shot.
Got to turn it up to win.
But yeah, anyway, so
I didn't know you could do that.
what are these messages saying that are at low frequencies?
They
Buy
just
more.
Yeah, it's just buy more, shop more. You need this. You need
So
that.
I'm not hearing it in my ears, but my brain is recognizing it. So my brain's
It's like wavelengths and frequencies and stuff that just registers with your brain.
Well, I mean, and like you remember like the Black Ops? You ever played Call of Duty Black Ops?
of course, I love Call of Duty. I buy it every year.
You know, like the sleeper agents and all that. Like that's a real thing. Like during the Cold War, 60s, 70s time frame, they would like mind control people. Project MK Ultra,
Actual
all that
thing,
stuff. Yeah, it's real.
He might have been born 30 minutes ago, but he's like smart on that kind of stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like you would be great on a video.
Yeah, that would be a good video.
You
No,
would,
you.
no,
No, you.
you,
Oh.
you would have
'Cause you have to
such
do solos.
genuine reactions.
Oh, you guys would. I'd be too scared for that.
That's why
Yeah,
you'd
but that's
be good.
what, that's why
I
you'd
would
be
do
good
it.
at
Fuck it, sign me up. That would be kind of cool. Actually, I would totally be in for that. You let me know when I'm in.
You can go to like Parks Bentley. It won't even be that scary.
He's been there.
I've been there. It's very scary.
He's rocked.
You think Parks Bentley is
No.
scary?
I think every place I've ever gone is scary. What do you mean?
You're in trouble. Remember the DP Dean when we threw the big rock in the water next to you up in Lake George? Your dad's
Yeah.
boat launch about shit.
No, the worst thing was when we saw the fucking chalk go across the room. That
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yep. Good times.
Jesus. Oh, we haven't even talked about that because you weren't even here. So yeah, I went to the Mid Orange Correctional Facility. Did I say that right?
Mid Orange Correctional. We'll be there in like 2 weeks. If you
Yeah,
want to go again.
and we were in one of these basement rooms, and we decided to turn the lights off, and then we hear like this like thing scatter across the floor. Turn the light back on, and you could see the chalk still moving, and it was nowhere near any of us.
It
It
was
was
crazy.
absolutely impossible
Basement
for
of
anybody.
Basement of mess hall.
Oh, the mess hall.
Yeah.
There's chalk down there?
Past the like serving lines there.
Like
Yeah.
all the way in the back.
Yeah, by the 2 columns. That room by the coolers.
Scared
there.
the fucking shit out of me.
He didn't
Mid
handle
Orange
it
is
well.
crazy.
Yeah,
Dude, when we turned the light on and you see that chalk still moving, and there was
There was nobody near it.
there was no possible way that anybody could have touched this chalk.
There was probably 10 people down there.
Really? That's
They-
cool.
They
though.
didn't handle it well.
It's not going to be open that much longer either.
Why? They're closing it?
They're
There's like an
renovating it.
Austrian soccer star bought it and he's making it a sports
Oh, I
complex.
knew that, right? You told me
He's-
that last year.
The
Yeah.
renovations are going sooner than we thought. We're gonna have events out there next year, but I don't know about that after that.
Yeah.
We're out there in 2 weeks though. If you're bored, 100nightsevents.com.
I love it.
Still tickets for Friday. Saturday sold out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold.
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta get you somewhere scary.
Yeah.
I'll go anywhere. Fuck it. I'm in. Bring me to the scares. Not the Conjuring house. I don't want to go there.
I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. $1,500 again.
Yeah, I'm all set with that for a while. Sam and Colby just did a movie in the movie theaters.
We drove 9.5 hours
They
to
had
see
a,
it.
they had a movie in the, why it wasn't in your local
We
movie
didn't
theater?
actually do that. It was at Cinemark theaters, only in certain areas. We were coming home from Indiana, and it was in Rochester on the way.
Yeah, so we drove 9.5 hours to see it.
Nothing's in Rochester anymore. It's a
a
like
movie theater.
ghost town.
Perfect. For the
Perfect,
movie.
yeah.
Ghost town.
It was their first Conjuring video for this Hell Week series, which they dropped on YouTube yesterday, but it was in theaters first. It was good. It's cool.
Yep.
So they just went to the Conjuring house too.
They were there in August, I think. They were there like
Something
2
like
days after. Or we were there 2 days after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys like film videos like months before and then let
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Usually, if we have time.
Yeah, if we have time
Like
to.
this week's video we filmed last week. Conjuring we filmed in September just because we had to get booked beforehand. But we don't have anything filmed for November yet. But we will have videos every week. We just have to film them still. It depends because it's hard with us like being on the road so much for events. We don't have the luxury to just go and film like 8 videos in a row.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like we have to go do our events. But in December last year, and we're going to do it again this year, we do a long 2-week road trip. And we film, 8 to 10 videos. That's 2.5 months of content. Then we don't have to film again for a while.
Makes sense.
And then the Army comes up. I'm going to a school in like January.
Yeah.
So we have to have.
Thank you for your service.
I don't do a lot. And then,
What do you do?
I mean, I'm in the reserves. I go play Army every weekend, 2
Weekend
weeks in
warrior.
the summer.
Every weekend?
Every other week. Or
Every month, yeah. Once a month.
Nice.
Sometimes like 3 or 4 days, feeling crazy. Sleep in the woods every
Feeling
night.
extra Army.
Yeah.
Do you ever use your discount?
Hell yeah. I go to Advanced Auto Parts. I'm like, let me see that 15%, brother.
There's places we went to, the Shawshank prison.
Yeah.
They give him $2 off. He's like, thanks.
2 schmeckaroons.
Thank you for your service. Here's $2.
Some spots they let you in for free though.
Yeah.
Like Eastern State, it's like $15 off. Or
Fucking
something.
Lilydale.
So are you pulling this idea like all the time?
Yeah. Yep.
I was gonna say
yeah.
I would take such advantage.
I go
of
to
it.
Subway. I'm like, hey, you guys get that military discount? They're like, yeah, it's like 10%. And then the manager comes over and she gives me 20 because it's like the law enforcement discount. I'm like, support the troops. That's right.
Meanwhile, Chris is somewhere right now.
Yeah.
With his beautiful mustache.
I mean, I went to Missouri for like 4 months. It was ass.
Chris is in like Saudi Arabia.
He goes, I went to Missouri. What the fuck is in Missouri? Why are they
Basic
saying
training.
Fort Leonard Wood, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, you still signed up. And,
Yeah,
you
you still did.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You get your benefits, you use them.
Goddamn
Well, I mean,
right.
there's a chance
You
too that like
goddamn right.
if the world goes crazy, you could get sent somewhere, right?
I could, yeah.
If
I mean,
it gets to that point,
We're going to Canada.
over.
Canada.
Canada. Well, you're not going to Canada.
I think I'm too old now to get drafted, right? What's the age limit?
no.
well, I mean, 35, you can enlist.
No, that's
up
to be
until 35.
president.
No, 35.
He said that's to be president.
Yeah, you got to be 35 to be president.
Well, yeah.
You can enlist up until you're 30. I think it's 35, but you can get a waiver too. Like
Wait, how old do you have to like? What's the age limit on drafting?
drafting, I mean,
If
depends
you
on
can
how bad
walk.
it is.
If you can walk.
No, this is the thing. You guys are wrong.
Brother, if you can walk.
No
I'll
way.
say, if you're like old but like super able-bodied and healthy, they probably take you.
If the Russians are dropping into DC,
Age-
they're
Yeah.
like, "Can you walk straight?
Limit
You're going
to-
in."
Can you
brother."
stand up? We're going to put you out there.
Yeah. Well, that's
Age
like
limit to be
Ukraine.
drafted.
That's like Ukraine right now. They drafted 35 first, but then they were like right outside of Kyiv, and they're like, "Ah, shit."
64.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother.
You're not retired. You're getting in the lines, brother.
You are retired? Guess what? You're not anymore.
Yeah.
Better duck.
Dude.
You better duck.
Going to Canada.
Hopefully that Call of Duty comes in handy.
Yep. Hope you didn't do a lot of camping because you're in the trenches, brother.
You'll be fun, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be the worst person for them to draft. Like,
There's
they
not
put me
a lot
through-
of kick,
Did
though.
they physical you? Like, do you have to get a
Do they
physical?
physical you?
Do you have to get a physical? Because I would not pass.
You want to run through the PT test?
What the fuck
It's
is that?
6 events.
Okay,
go ahead.
what
It
is
takes like an hour. Okay, so you start
Lay
off
down.
the lay down. What?
No, I said lay it down.
Lay it down.
Lay it down.
So I actually
Cindy's
just
getting tired. It's past her bedtime. It's 8:49.
We haven't even talked ghost things. This is a Halloween podcast.
literally. I took it last month. Actually.
Most of it was ghost
Let's
things.
say
I
most
think.
It started off, yeah. So the PT test starts off with a 3-rep maximum deadlift. Minimum is 140, max is 340. You got to do a ball throw. It's a 10-pound medicine ball. You have to
Wow.
throw it at least 6 meters. It's
You're
like
out of
6
the
and a half.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
Sydney will be sleeping then, so she
Yeah.
I
can't.
blocked
Sorry,
it
you
out.
guys punch me in later.
I'm not gonna lie. I lost interest. I don't want to know.
Yeah,
that.
it's fine. You can look it up.
I won't be doing.
That's
I'm not-
ACF.
Can I
FT.
take the 3 p.m.
I won't
to
be doing
6
that.
p.m. shift?
That's not how the military works.
Wow.
You have, what, 5 minutes to shower and brush your teeth or something?
In basic, yeah.
Is it cold water?
No, they have hot water.
Oh,
but,
so it's not like holes. All right, that's cool.
well, I mean,
Oh,
that's
great movie. Seen that one.
Shocking.
Tired of this, Grandpa.
It's too damn bad.
well, it depends on if the person before you like left the shower running too. Like if they were a dick and they turned off the shower, you have to run in there, turn
I
it
would
on.
do that.
Well, I mean, most people knew by like the 3rd week to keep it on, or you get beat up. So
Oh, you don't turn it off?
no, we keep leave it running because that's one.
And it stays warm.
That's 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds you
Oh.
can save. Because you literally have 3 minutes to like get in there, shower, and then get out, get dressed, and then go to your bunk.
A lot can happen in 3 minutes. I'm just saying.
Brother.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, so real quick before we wrap it up, what's next for Haunted Nights?
Deletion of the YouTube channel. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
crazy.
We have our video this week from it's our first return location on the channel, which is, if this is dropping on Thursday,
Yep.
it's tonight, 8:33 p.m. Eastern. Our channel will be going back to Indiana
So
State.
the video will already be live because this episode is going to drop at 11:59 p.m. on Thursday.
watch it.
Go watch it right
Go
now.
Like
watch
and
it now.
comment.
Link is right here.
Like and comment. Go
Comment
do
that
it.
you came from the podcast.
Do it.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
us know
do
where it
that.
came from. But yeah,
No
we'll
one's
be
gonna do
returning to Indiana State Sanatorium, which is a massive complex nursing home, psych center, tuberculosis hospital, kind of a mixture thing. Last year when we were there, we zip-tied Dylan to a chair alone in the nursing home for an hour.
Fucked up.
So this year, as you guys will see if you go watch the video, I decided to take one for the team, and I got zip-tied this time. It wasn't great. It wasn't comfortable. It's not fun. Really cool location. A lot of good activity. Monday night, coming up in a few days, is our Halloween video at the Conjuring House, October 30th. Same time, 8:33 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check that one out. November is going to be a bunch of videos. December, a bunch of videos. We're going to be doing some more collabs coming up here pretty soon with our friends, the Paranormal Files, Kalani Ghost Hunter, all these kind of people that have some pretty big channels. Kalani's got about 3 million on TikTok. He'll be with us on Halloween as well if you guys want to watch us on TikTok.
Pretty big. That's huge.
We'll be live streaming from the Saratoga County Homestead on Halloween on TikTok with myself, Dylan, Kalani, his wife, Sav, Courtney. Sydney's coming up for a while.
I just got my costume for it.
There you go, costume.
I think you're the only one. So
If you're
I thought you
planning
guys were
on
getting costumes.
if you're planning on breaking into the homestead on Halloween, don't.
Bad news.
We'll be there.
Yeah,
and
don't do that.
Yeah,
we don't like
You'll
that.
get arrested. But yeah, that's kind of the next things coming up. We're doing New Jersey Para-Unity the first weekend in November. We'll be at a big convention in Jersey with all the people from TV shows. Tickets are like $20 at the door to come hang out and check out stuff all day.
merch restock.
Merch restock's coming. Some new merch designs maybe for the winter. More
Definitely.
events. Getting ready for next year. Releasing a bunch more events. Probably going back to a lot of the same spots. Adding some new ones.
Oh, I launched a website since the last time we talked, too.
That's true.
Yeah. Ghost-generation.com.
Say that again.
Ghost-generation.com.
Want to tell us about it? Plug it out, dude.
It's my website. I got some merch on there. I got a little About Me section. I do monthly focuses on like different charities and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Man of the people.
Man,
right.
people. That's it.
Thanks
Sydney
for,
built it, too.
Thanks for your service.
Be social marketing.
Yeah, of course. How did you build it, Sydney? Tell me.
She builds both our websites. She does all our merch.
With my.
No,
Fingers.
your website.
What do you mean?
Your company.
What do you mean how I build?
Plug your marketing company.
Oh, he said, how'd you build the website? And
Yes,
I'm
'cause
like,
I
what
was-
do
I
you mean
was-
how I build the website?
Because you have a marketing company.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, well, I can't tell him how I built the website. Give it away.
Okay, don't tell me. Just like plug your shit.
Be Social Marketing. We are a social media and creative agency that specializes in branding, logo design, web design, content creation,
Yep.
print design, anything like that.
The whole 9 yards.
The
is
whole
what
shebang.
she's saying.
She does our merch. She does our websites.
All while sleeping 12 hours a night, at least. At
Yeah.
least.
Handmade with love during my 5 hours of open eye.
She made some today.
My 5 hours of open eye.
Chase is wearing some here.
That's
Yeah.
true. I am.
Yeah. 5 hours of open eye.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to wear the Social Marketing hoodie or the Haunted Nights, but I went with the Haunted Nights. Sorry, Sydney.
Paranoid.
Tis the season. Tis
Yeah,
the
it's
season.
I had to. You know, it's spooky season.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes with the podcast.
With all that being said, folks, we'll see you nerds next week.
Hey, nerds. Please don't forget the #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net/shop. And don't forget to follow on all your favorite social media accounts as well as YouTube at Garage Boozing. And of course, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, whatever the button may be, to the Garage Boozing Podcast on your favorite podcast platforms so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing alcohol chugging and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.